They say that when the Buddha finally touched the earth and opened his eyes beneath the Bodhi tree, he didn't shout, he didn't weep, he didn't collapse in triumph. He simply smiled. And that smile wasn't because suffering had vanished from the world. It was because he had seen its root, and in doing so, saw that liberation was not somewhere else. It had always been here. You too are searching. Through chaos, loss, craving, through the endless loop of questions that offer no rest. But if you pause long enough, if you sit with the discomfort instead of running from it, something ancient begins to stir. You don't need more answers. You need more stillness. The smile of the Buddha wasn't a celebration. It was a return, a remembering. He remembered that there was no separate self to defend. No desire worth clinging to, no fear that wasn't born from illusion. The storms of mind still came, but now they passed through without anchoring. You might think awakening looks like fire, thunder, or a radiant flash. But often it's a quiet moment when you finally stop striving to become and start allowing yourself to be. That smile was the recognition that samsara and nirvana are not two separate worlds. They are made of the same elements, only seen through different eyes. That smile was not escape. It was arrival. A deep realization that all the grasping, all the becoming, all the suffering, it was all built on misunderstanding. He saw that even pain is not the enemy. It is a teacher. And even longing is not weakness. It is the soul's way of calling itself home. The Bodhi tree didn't grant magic. It offered shade. The awakening was not gifted, it was uncovered. You've felt glimpses of this before, the silence that feels alive, the breath that deepens on its own, the moment when you watch a thought and no longer believe it. What remains is peace, still, unshaken, real. You don't need a Bodhi tree to find it. You only need to stop searching outside what's already quietly awake within you. I know how hard it is to hear this and still believe it, to understand it and let it sink in. Because we are trained to seek, aren't we? We are trained to keep searching for a solution, an answer, a guru, a technique, a mantra, anything that will end our restlessness. But what if the restlessness itself, this very searching, is the path? What if the journey is not meant to be completed, but only to be lived? Think about it. If you were to ask any traveler, when will you arrive at your destination? He would look at you strangely and perhaps say, I am on a journey, not a destination. The journey is my life. So too, the Buddha realized that the true journey is not from samsara to nirvana, but it is the journey from the false idea of self to the realization of the true self. The journey is the realization that there is no self to begin with. And this realization dawns on us in moments of stillness, moments of presence. It dawns on us when we are fully immersed in what we are doing, completely absorbed in the task at hand, whether it is washing the dishes, walking in the park, or sitting in meditation. In these moments, there is no longer a doer, only the action. There's no longer a separative self, only the oneness of being. But then we look around and see other people. We see our reflected self in their eyes. We see our likeness in their actions and reactions. And we begin to doubt, are we really one with all these people? Are we really one with the tree, the rock, the cloud, the star? Or is this just an illusion? Is it all just Maya? Now, if you have come across the teachings of Advaita Vedanta, you might have heard this term Maya, which literally means illusion. But Maya actually means much more than just illusion. Maya is the cosmic play, the dance of creation. It is the power of the divine, the power that brings forth all that is and that causes the universe to unfold. Maya is also the power that causes us to forget our true nature, the power that makes us believe in the separative self. But ultimately, it is the same power that helps us to realize our true nature. So Maya is not something to be discarded. It is something to be transcended. And transcending Maya is not an intellectual exercise. It is a practical art. It is an art that is to be lived, an art that is to be danced. It is not a philosophy, it is a way of life. So who are you? Are you really this body? Are you really this mind? Are you really this personality? Or are you the pure consciousness that is beyond all of these? Are you the eternal, infinite, unborn, undying spirit? Yes, you are all these, and yet you are none of these. You are the awareness that is beyond all these dualities, the awareness that is pure, the awareness that is free. This awareness is your true nature. This awareness is what you really are. So go within and discover who you really are. Go within and discover your true nature. Go within and you shall find all the answers. Go within and you shall be free.